Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, we gonna get right to business, y'all. I gotta get up. I got something to do in the morning. Gotta get to Vegas in the morning. So I won't be on here all night, but what I am gonna do is come on here and talk my talk. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Today is a beautiful day for me. Hopefully y'all feeling all right too. So I spoke on this the other day, y'all, and it's a crazy, crazy world that we living in. And it's even crazier for celebrities and people that have the spotlight on them. Because if you think being famous and being in a public eye is easy, then you crazy and you never had no attention. Even if you are somebody that had some type of high school celebrity, then you know how crazy it could be where everybody is looking at you. People are, trying to find some kind of chink in your armor. Now, imagine being the first hip hop billionaire, and imagine having people close to you being involved in something crazy, and imagine people feeling like you owe them something and different things like that. So you end up with this big old target on your back, and it can get kind of crazy. And that's what it's been the last few months for Jay-Z. And even though this lawsuit has just gone public the last week or two, this lawsuit was actually filed in October by a lawyer named Tony Buzbee in Texas. And I spoke on it the other day. A lot of people know I'm a Jay fan, and sometimes it may feel like I take up for Jay. I try not to be like that with anybody because character is not something you can judge from afar. Like we can't judge Jay-Z character, whether good or bad, from Instagram, which I don't even think he have an Instagram. And he's a very kind of public, I mean, kind of private public person. You know what I mean? And what I mean is, even though he's a celebrity, he's not one of the celebrities that embraces the camera, embraces, being in front of people and having his business everywhere. So it's not like you could, keep tabs on him from Instagram or TikTok or anything like that. He's not that type of person. And other than me doing this, I'm really not that type of person either. So I definitely understand it, especially with years of being in the street and having to keep your life as private as possible from everybody, not just the internet. You might, I was doing things in the streets and I didn't want people to know where my sisters and brothers and different people lived at because you never know, what people mindset is. So you carry that on to being, some type of celebrity or being um, the first hip hop billionaire, and you don't want everybody in your business. And this type of thing is the reason why, right? So we seen this play out over the last couple of weeks, and we seen Jay Z and Alex Shapiro make statements about him being innocent and about being able to clear the name up rather easily. And this actually seems to be the case. With this particular victim, she's currently still Jane Doe, but they are asking that she identifies herself so they can clear this case up rather quickly. Now, what she claims is that a limo driver invited her to meet Puffy because she fit his criteria, and she admittedly says that she just thought it meant that she was young and cute. And she's saying that she went to a mansion and Jay-Z and Diddy and some female celebrity uh forced her to do things she didn't want to do. Now, she did an interview with NBC in which she admittedly uh she claims that yeah, she messed up some details, but it's been 24 years, so details can get messed up in 24 years. But for something like that, right? For something like that to where you are you are claiming that something so heinous happened to you, and you are claiming this with so much clarity, and you're talking to lawyers and different people like that with this surety of this is what happened. I'll never forget this night. But she said that her father came and picked her up from this home, and her father has said that he doesn't recall anything like this. Listen, y'all, I don't want to like victim blame, or I don't want to seem like a person that feels like everybody is lying, and I don't want to be the person to down people for um down people that things like this really have happened to. But in the past 5 to 10 years, let's say, we have seen a lot of celebrities being attacked by this type of character, like character bashing, assassination type of thing. And what people have to realize that if you don't get on this as soon as possible, the damage can be done even if you do clear your name up, especially for us, right? So we have seen a lot of white celebrities come out on the other side of this rather unscathed and unharmed, and they still get particular bookings and different things like that. But we have seen this type of thing tear a black celebrity down, and they can never get back from this. This pretty bad, y'all. Like, as far as the way people could be like, you could just go and lie on someone, right? That's a sad thing, and I think that a lot of these people are sick in the head, and I think they need help. Now, if it seems like Jay and Alex Shapiro are going to pursue some type of criminal case against this lady, um, I don't feel like that's the right thing to do. The only reason that I feel like that's okay is because if you start prosecuting these type of people, then you'll get less of these type of people coming forward and um assassinating people's character publicly like this. If you take a career like Jay-Z's career, where he it has not gone without some type of drama, legal drama and other types of drama, and you see that he came, he came on top of that, right? But you get to 50 plus whatever years old, and then you get somebody saying, "Hey, he did this to me 25 years ago." And it's hard to defend yourself for something 25 years ago. Like, you don't have an alibi for that night 25 years ago. The only thing that's going to give them an alibi is that it's a big night. It is the night that she claimed this happened is a MTV Video Music Award night, where people usually know where they are during these music awards. Even 25 years ago, there may be some type of pictures and different things like that that you can say, "Look, man, I wasn't even there. I wasn't even in that city." And one of the other guys, it's a guy named Benji that's in a whole nother band. And she brought him up, like, literally, she didn't say he raped her, but she was like, "Yeah, because he did this." And he like, "Look, I wasn't even in that city. I was on tour in the Midwest at that time." Like, nothing is adding up. And we gotta do better, y'all. Like, we gotta do better as far as the way we handle our celebrities. Nobody handles their celebrities the way black people handle their celebrities, y'all. I'm just being 100 with y'all. Nobody does their celebrities the way we do. We are the kings and queens of cancel culture. We are uh the you know pump you up and leave you dumped type of people. We are the on to the next type of people. And it's sad because we have celebrities and different people that have took us to new heights and have inspired us, and we do not support them the way that we should. We do not glorify them the way that we should. We do not heroicize them the way that we should. We do not protect them the way that we should. Like, we should not allow people to speak about certain celebrities in our culture a certain way, right? You think though You think they're gonna let you dog Elvis? They will not. They will not let you dog Elvis, and Elvis was a known racist and pedophile, and they will not let you dog Elvis. It was literally public knowledge that he was a racist and a pedophile, and they're not gonna let you dog Elvis, even after his death. While they dragged Michael Jackson through the mud, while they dragged R. Kelly through the mud, Bill Cosby, and everybody else that we grew up. You gotta look at a case like Tupac case. Tupac did not rape anybody. She did not say Tupac raped her. Tupac did any nothing. All Tupac did was introduce her to some people that she wanted to be introduced to. Like it's not like he was like, "Look, you got to come to the room and mess with my homies if you want to mess with me or do this." And then you looking at a whole different type of case. It's not like mystical where he was owed money and said, "Look, you gonna do sexual favors to pay me back because you can't pay me in monetary funds." This is not that type of case. And a lot of these cases, even Mike Tyson case, y'all, if y'all look at Mike Tyson case, Mike Tyson ain't raped nobody. This is what I'm trying to explain to y'all. Like they are literally dragging our celebrities right in front of us. I'm not taking up for R. Kelly. R. Kelly is a weird guy. He did some weird, freaky things with some people that he shouldn't have been doing weird, freaky things with. But a lot of the stuff that we are looking at R. Kelly as guilty for are things that their celebrities are getting away with left and right. And there are things that I'm never going to say is okay, but I'm not about to cancel R. Kelly and not listen to R. Kelly music because of what he did in his personal life. I'm not about to try to take away what R. Kelly did to the hip hop culture and what he did for R&B, um, just because he had some, personal issues that he needed to deal with. And you have to realize that they are not doing that with their celebrities. They're not doing that with their celebrities, and we have to do a better job as protecting our celebrities, protecting uh their contributions to our culture, right? You try to take away from what R. Kelly did for us as far as a culture, and it's different. Like we can say, okay, send them to jail. That's cool. They did that. But you cannot take away from what R. Kelly did for us as a culture, like how he moved R&B forward, and he is still the king of R&B, right? This is what you have to understand. You cannot separate that. If you look at what R. Kelly did for our culture, and then you look at what Puff Daddy did for our culture, if you take away what Puff Daddy did for our culture or what R. Kelly did for our culture, then we don't have much of a culture, right? So just imagine now you take away Jay-Z, what Jay-Z did to for our culture, right? We don't even have a Rihanna or a Neo or different things like that that we have associated with Jay-Z, right? We don't have a Kanye or different things. So you look at how they try to uh take away from our culture and everything that we are, right? And we have to protect our culture by any means, right? Because they protect theirs, right? We literally have a president that was publicly uh dogging women, dogging different races, like literally talking about grabbing them by the peas. And this is our president. But we are talking about we are dogging our culture. Once again, I don't feel like what Diddy did to Cassie was right, but that doesn't mean that he did everything else they're accusing him of, right? I don't agree that, certain things that R. Kelly did was wrong, but that doesn't mean he did everything that they're accusing him of, right? And even if they did, it doesn't take away from anything that they did for our culture. So this is the problem that I have with the way that they drag people of our culture through the mud. When you look at the different people that were caught up in this college admission scandal, and you look at certain celebrities being caught up in different scandals, and then you look at somebody like they got a bunch of NBA players right now. I don't know if people are familiar with this NBA case, but a lot of these guys, like Big Baby Davis and a couple other guys, they're saying that uh they did fraud on like the the league's medical um their insurance policies or whatever, right? So what they're saying is that they fake billed the insurance and kept money, and they may have, right? But these people are going to jail. What y'all haven't even seen this in the news like that. But a lot of these NBA players are going to jail because they're black. They're black. If you look at the different things that these white people are getting away from, especially these white celebrities, they are getting away with murder, like legally getting away with murder, while our celebrities are going to jail for insurance fraud. Not here, you need to pay this $150,000 back. They are sending these people to jail for years, right? Right? I'm gonna get y'all some names and stuff real quick, but they are sending these people to jail for years for stealing insurance money. And some of these cases are like years and years old, right? These are like insurance policies from you know 16, 17, whatever. They gave big baby Glenn Davis 40 months in jail for this insurance fraud scheme, y'all. Guess how much money? Like literally, it was a few $182,000 for William Bynum, y'all. $182,000 in restitution, and they gave him uh 3 years in prison. Right, 18 months. I'm sorry, and 3 years supervised release. I'm telling you, these people are going to jail. Right, they gave the college admission scandal people 2-3 months in prison, bro. Like they gave them 2 or 3 months in prison for sneaking their kids into college and taking away from people that could actually uh that actually deserve to be in that college. They gave them 2 months, 30 days, things like that, 6 months, where they're giving these guys 3, 4, and 5 years in prison for these same type of crimes. I'm not saying that um anything is right or anything like that. I'm just telling you that you should not get so caught up in our celebrities doing certain things and then you feel like they need to throw the book at them. Some of these cases are BS. Even some of the criminal cases, the YSL case was some trash. It was some trash. There may have been things done between the different factions, but it was trash. To charge Young Thug like a ringleader of some big criminal syndicate is crazy to me. But it would not have happened if he was white. Y'all have to realize that there's a difference. And this is why we need to understand the system. The system is that whatever rules are developed, they will be used against us. Whatever laws they come up with will be used against us. So when you look at somebody like Donald Trump and they're saying they're going to do X, Y, and Z, and you think it's okay because it doesn't involve you and it doesn't include you, you have to look at the way that we started getting these RICO cases. These RICO cases were designed for mob people. They were not designed for low level criminals and rappers. Right? These cases were not designed for rappers, right? These RICO cases were designed for mob leaders because they had people under them. Excuse me. They had people under them that were doing crimes, right? And they could not catch the mob bosses doing anything. So they developed these types of charges to charge the mob bosses. This is what happened. This is how the RICO charges came about, y'all, right? This is how RICO charges came about. And then all of a sudden, in the late 80s, early 90s or whatever, when they ran out of mob bosses to lock up and they start snitching on each other, they didn't really need the RICO so much, right? Because the RICO was the way of getting around them keeping everything in house and them not telling on each other. But what people don't realize is the mob really snitching too. Right? They telling on each other too. So now the RICO charges, they like, look, man, we got all of this, we got all of these laws that we need to use. Let's just start using them on the black people, right? This what start happening. When we start making money and we start doing whatever we doing, they start using those RICO laws against us. So um I went through all that to say that if Jay-Z is guilty, then by all means, it is what it is. But this particular case, it is not. It doesn't appear that Jay Z is guilty of this, and he definitely should sue this Jane Doe right now. And you got to set an example. You got to think of that lady lied on Kobe, right? Kobe ended up bouncing back. I mean, his greatness didn't allow him not to bounce back, but you got to think of how many other people were facing those types of charges or in that situation where somebody lied on them and they weren't able to overcome it. You got to think of, man, I watched Emmett Till a few weeks ago, something like that. Like, this is serious. This is not a joke. Like, I watched Emmett Till, and a lady said he whistled at her or something, man. Right? I don't even think people understand when they talk about Black Wall Street and all of that. Black Wall Street, it being burned down, everything happened. That started from a white lady saying a man groped her on the elevator, y'all. A black man groped her on the elevator. A whole town was burned down because some white lady lied. It was later proven that she lied and said that a black man groped her on an elevator, and white people came and burnt a thriving town down. Look up the story of Black Wall Street and you will understand where I'm coming from. We have to stop. They're going to do it to us. They're going to crucify us before we ever see a judge, jury, whatever. It's going to happen. What we have to stop doing is stop crucifying each other because of something that somebody else said, or even if this accuser is black, and I'm thinking that she's black, the white news media threw this in our face because this suit was filed in October and nobody has said anything until last week, and it's for a reason. It's for a reason. This was a frivolous lawsuit, and it looked like they're gonna prove it. So I'm not gonna stay here all night, y'all. We working on 20 minutes. I feel like that's good enough. I just wanted to come on and touch bases on that. I am going to Vegas in the morning, and I need to get off of here. I'm tired. I need to go ahead and give me some rest so I can wake up early and get ready for my trip. Y'all enjoy y'all the rest of y'all weekend. If I go live, it probably won't be with the StreamYard, EV Mux, whatever. It won't be like this. It'll just be live on whatever platform. So I agree with you, Nas Rockman. As a father, right? As a father, is no way that you wouldn't recall this, right? And the father basically just threw her under the bus. She's lying. It just is what it is. So I want to thank y'all from tuning in, man. And if y'all got anything to say, y'all can leave it in the comments. I will be responding in the comments. Thank y'all. If y'all do not follow me on YouTube, y'all follow me is a Chosen One Jackpot. And I'm gonna be on there a lot more once I get back from Vegas. We gonna turn up, y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. I'll talk to y'all soon.